Okay. Anyway, and alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to another episode of my Zelda podcast, the Kokiri Chronicles. This is our 14th episode where I sit down and talk about all things Zelda every third day of the month. So, last time, for the month of February, I sat down and talked to you guys about Link and Zelda's relationship in honor of Valentine's Day for the month of February. So I kind of talked about and discussed, like, the differences in their relationship. I talked about, like, like in some games to where, they're just friends, or to where in other games to where they are romantically involved with each other. But now, it was a good one. If you guys have not seen that episode, please definitely go check it out. If you guys are new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to do the following by liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good jazz. It really helps me out. And thank you guys for tuning in. So, today's going to be a really exciting episode because not only is today is the 8-year anniversary of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Dude, I cannot believe it's already been 8 years. So, happy 8 years to Breath of the Wild. That is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe it is 8 years already. I'm looking at Twitch chat. I see Goof and Osafia. Welcome in, you two. Welcome on in. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode tonight. So we are recording this. Looking at Twitch chat, Goof says, whoa, yeah, I cannot believe it. 8 years ago that time flies that Breath of the Wild just came out, along with the release of the Nintendo Switch. That is crazy. But anyway, so today, if you guys can obviously hear to the music, today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Yiga Clan. We are talking about the Yiga Clan today. I'm talking about all about them today. So, that is definitely going to be the discussion for this podcast. So, without further ado, if you guys love all, let's go in and get started. And once again, if you guys are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please don't forget to do the following by liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good jazz. Helps me out. So anyway, here we go. So, we're going to go ahead and sit down, and we're going to talk about them. So, the question is, now the real question is, y'all, who are the Yiga Clan? Who are they? Well, we already know that they definitely have been around in Zelda games for about 8 years already. Because obviously Breath of the Wild is where they had their first debut. So, this definitely goes back to during the Great Calamity. To where originally, the Yiga Clan were former members of the Sheikah tribe. And back then, for anybody who does not know, for anyone is not familiar with the Sheikah clan, so the Sheikah clan were more like a ninja tribe. They were a ninja tribe who definitely served the royal family of Hyrule, and they were capable of performing all types of ninjutsu and a bunch of other stuff. But their main objective was to serve the royal family of Hyrule. But in Breath of the Wild, not only did they, of course, serve the royal family of Hyrule, but also they were the ones who were responsible for creating the ancient technology. And I'm sure y'all, for those who have actually played Breath of the Wild, you guys are familiar with, of course, stuff like the shrines and like the guardians and all the other stuff, the divine beasts. That is definitely a form of ancient Sheikah technology. And around that time, during the Great Calamity, they actually used this ancient technology to defeat and steal away Calamity Ganon, like thousands of years ago. And what happened was, of course, since Hyrule was like not getting used to all this ancient technology going around, a lot of people in Hyrule, including the king, were terrified that all of this was going to start taking over and whatnot. So they actually feared it. They feared the ancient technology of what the Sheikah was doing. So, because of this, some of the Sheikah members decided to keep going and start studying and researching more of the ancient technology. For example, take people like Robbie and Pora. Of course, they continued to study ancient technology for research purposes. While others who were outraged because of this were just furious and definitely decided to pledge allegiance to Calamity Ganon. And if it wasn't obvious, if you definitely look at their masks, the mask that you definitely see on their face, it definitely is the Sheikah symbol, but of course it's inverted. It's an inverted. And now, when you guys honestly do think about it, the Yiga Clan, they are a bunch of messed up people, dude. They're really fucked up when you think about it. Goose says, I thought that was somewhere. Yes. Yeah, the Yiga Clan are a bunch of messed up folks. They really are messed up. But, of course, I will definitely show you. Let me go ahead and pull up a picture. Let me pull up a picture of the Yiga Clan. I'll definitely will show it off. Let's see. Yiga Clan. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, I hope this helps for Goof. I really do hope this helps for Goof. So, honestly, you can definitely see right here. This is like, if you look at this Yiga warrior. What did I say, Shiga? Like Sheikah. I keep mixing them up sometimes. If you look at this Yiga warrior, you can definitely see, like, they do have the Sheikah symbol, but it's upside down. It's inverted. It's more inverted. It's an upside down symbol. So, of course, because, since the Sheikah were outraged, thinking like, oh, the king was King Rome was terrified and scared, like, this ancient technology was going to be considered a threat amongst the kingdom. So they were outraged and like, this is ridiculous. So they decided to like just throw it all away and just swear allegiance to Calamity Ganon. And it became a mess. Now, with Venom and Terzin, their fighting style, they definitely fight a lot like the Sheikah because when you look at warriors like the Yiga Clan, they're more impersonators. They're always are impersonators. So pretty much what the Sheikah do, the Yiga Clan definitely do the same. So they definitely have that more goofy and clownish personality. So they're really strange. They're really strange folks. They're really strange. And honestly, when you do think about it, just like the Sheikah, the Yiga Clan were definitely of course, obviously are references to real life Shadow Warriors called ninjas, which obviously ninjas are definitely a thing in Japan. So that definitely is their big representation, and that's why you see them do all these kinds of ninjutsu. So just like having all these symbols float around them when they attack, or like doing all their running styles and animations, and like, it's just definitely it's a form of ninjutsu, a different type of martial art. Which, by the way, I definitely do want to point something out. Which is honestly is really important, and I did say I was going to talk, and I really do want to talk about it. Let me see, where is their attack symbol? Okay. Oh, I see it right here. Okay, I see it right here. Okay. Let me actually get a good shot. I would like to have a good shot of this. Okay. So I actually did a little bit of research. So their attack symbols, and I also noticed that not only does Master Koga do it, but even Monk Mas Koshia. But the difference between Monk Mas Koshia, which is the secret final boss for the Champions Battle DLC, versus the Yiga Clan, is that Monk Mas Koshia is pure Sheikah. Definitely is pure Sheikah in compared to Yiga. And plus, the little scarf that he definitely wears on his face, even though you can't see Monk Mas Koshia's face, he has the Sheikah symbol, not the Yiga. Not the Yiga symbol. But just thought I'd clear that up. So the symbols that I actually did some research on, the symbols that you actually see right here, and I'm definitely gonna like play around with it right here. So these symbols, I definitely did look it up, and these definitely are a type of ninjutsu, or I kind of looked it up. It's definitely like a form of Japanese ninjutsu, or a form of meditation. Now, if you for all you anime fans out there, of course you definitely see like take Naruto for example. They do like a lot of hand symbols when they perform ninjutsu and stuff like that, because it's a form of Japanese martial arts. So that's why, when the Yiga Clan definitely start doing these symbols and they start doing all these hand signs, that's just a form of meditation and a form of Japanese martial arts. But definitely like in real life, it's a form of Japanese meditation. So that's what the symbols definitely are. There's definitely a really interesting story about that. Y'all can definitely look that up. It actually is really cool. It definitely is really cool, though, when you do think about it. But definitely going back to the Yiga Clan. So they pretty much just spread out across the entire region of Hyrule, across the entire land of Hyrule. Like, pretty much a lot of people pretty much knew who the Yiga Clan were. But the one tribe who definitely were familiar with the Yiga Clan were the Gerudos. Because, and I'm sure for those who have actually played Breath of the Wild, the Yiga Clan hideout is in the Gerudo Desert. It's in the Gerudo Desert area. And if you talk to one of the guards in Gerudo Town, once you learn how to sneak in, you definitely do learn about the Yiga Clan, like how they definitely were members who once served the royal family of Hyrule as Sheikah, but since King Rome actually was afraid of this form of technology, this ancient technology the Sheikah were using, they were just outraged, and that's why they decided to pledge allegiance to, of course, with Calamity Ganon. But their main goal as well was to kill Link. Link was their primary target to kill. But during the Great Calamity, they actually wanted to kill Zelda. But during the events of Breath of the Wild, where Zelda definitely spends a century just in Hyrule Castle trying to stop Calamity Ganon from attacking, all the Yiga Clan can think about is, of course, they want to kill Link. They want to make sure that they kill him, that they pretty much annihilate him, because pretty much, when you take like ninjas and stuff like that, and there's some type of ninjas, I'm guessing like in Japanese folklore, to like, they were assassins. They pretty much were assassins. So if you were to get in their way, they kill you on the spot. And that was the same with the Yiga Clan. They were complete assassins. And if you got in their way, they would kill you. They definitely would kill you, no matter who you are. Man, woman, child, they would kill you. Now, there's definitely is one story I do want to talk about. And it definitely is a member of the Sheikah tribe. And is a man that you actually associate with in Kakariko Village. And I'm definitely going to pull him up. I'm going to pull this guy up right now. I'm going to pull this man up. So, I actually do want to talk about this guy real quick, because I feel that this story is actually as important in terms of the Yiga Clan. So, I want to talk about this Sheikah member. This guy is actually named Dorian. And for those who have actually played Breath of the Wild, he is one of the Sheikah guards who actually stands outside of Impa's house in Kakariko Village. And if you talk to him, you actually learn that back then, during the Great Calamity, he actually once served or pledged allegiance to Calamity Ganon. So he actually was a former Yiga Clan member. But during that time that he joined the clan, he got married by having a wife and having kids. And of course, he cared about them more than swearing allegiance to not only to Master Koga, but also to Calamity Ganon. So he pretty much just straight up left. And there is a side quest that you can actually do in Breath of the Wild. There's a quest that you learn that there's a quest that you can do in Breath of the Wild where you go inside Impa's house and you notice that one of the spears, and I'm sure you recognize like these spherical spears that you use to solve puzzles in some of the shrines. Both Paya and Impa will say like the orb's been missing, and somebody at night has been acting a little bit suspicious. So, of course, you obviously do some investigating, and at night, you can definitely see Dorian here actually sneaking around Kakariko Village, passing by one of the shrines in one of the higher up hills, like outside of the village, definitely right next to a Great Fairy Fountain. And in this side quest, he actually starts. You can definitely catch him speaking with a Yiga Blade Master, to where he pretty much talks about like, oh, so you're the one who, of course, like, you know, you used to be a member of the Yiga Clan, but since you had your own wife and your own children, and you care about them more than swearing allegiance to Calamity Ganon, you decided to come back to be a Sheikah. So you pretty much betrayed us, Dorian. And because of this, the Yiga, or in this case also the Yiga Blade Master, they actually wanted to kill Dorian, his wife, and his kids. Because to the Yiga Clan, Dorian betrayed them. So as for punishment, the Yiga wanted to kill him. So that kind of tells you what kind of messed up fucks the Yiga Clan are. That just shows you how disturbing and dark of a tribe the Yiga Clan really are. So that definitely shows you that they are definitely are ones that who honestly do not mess around. But now, there is definitely one thing I do want to talk about. Of course, they definitely now when you play Breath of the Wild, you definitely will notice a lot of travelers. You definitely will notice a lot of travelers as you wander around Hyrule. They're saying like, oh, I get bananas and definitely stuff like that. But of course, later on, they definitely use some form of ninjutsu to actually impersonate Hylians. To where, of course, they say like, oh, our main goal is that we swear allegiance to Calamity Ganon, and our goal is to actually kill Link. Oh wait, it's you! So of course, that's why you see them throughout the fields of Hyrule when you're all alone, to where they come out and they actually kill you. And they actually try to kill you. So you'll run into like Yiga Blade Masters and foot soldiers. They'll definitely will come out and definitely try to attack you. And even when you actually kill them, when you actually try to kill them, you can definitely see them like drop items like rupees, but also bananas, which I definitely will get to that in a minute on their obsession with bananas. Like, why are they obsessed with mighty bananas? I will definitely get to that in a minute. But even like their fighting style, even though like in some Zelda games, like outside of Breath of the Wild, we definitely have seen some Sheikah fight, like in some of the memory cutscenes. One of the memory cutscenes when Link dies, we don't see any Sheikahs fights, but the way how they move, they definitely move very ninja-like. They move ninja-like. For starters, like for example, as members of the Sheikah tribe fighting, we saw Impa and Skyward Sword at the Temple of Time protect Zelda, as they were both getting attacked by Girahim in Skyward Sword. And then another one was Sheik was trying to fight and protect Link from Bongo Bongo in Kakariko Village. So those are definitely two examples I can think of Sheikah members actually fighting. But honestly, it's like, it is definitely something else. Now, this definitely has been a major question for a lot of people. And even myself, I have asked this since day one when I first played Breath of the Wild. And I'm definitely going to answer y'all's question right now. Why are the Yiga Clan so obsessed with bananas? What is their main obsession with mighty bananas? So, I'm going to answer that question right now. So the question is, why do they love bananas so much? So, for starters, when you actually do collect mighty bananas, and if you actually cook them, they can actually increase your attack. But if you want your attack to be increased, you obviously have to cook the bananas. Now, of course, I definitely have seen some videos where you actually get to explore the Yiga Clan hideout. And when you actually look around the Yiga Clan hideout, there is not a single cooking pot. There's no cooking pot anywhere, like both outside or in the back or inside the walls within the Yiga Clan hideout. There is no cooking pot anywhere. They pretty much just, I guess, eat it. Is eat it. So to pretty much continue on as to why they are obsessed with mighty bananas, and I'm looking at Twitch chat. Goof says, funny how bananas have something to do with the muscles as well. This is definitely is true, because obviously in real life, bananas definitely contain a lot of potassium. Plus, they're really good for you. I mean, not to mention, here's a little bit of a fun fact. Bananas are my favorite fruit. So, now, when you actually explore the Yiga Clan hideout, Asafius, maybe they're protein-based bananas. I mean, they do raise your attack, so I'm sure they still have some potassium like in real life. But, so, with bananas, though, I actually discovered that there was somebody actually asked one of the staff members who actually worked on Breath of the Wild, what was the Yiga Clan's obsession with mighty bananas? And this was answered by one of the staff team members, Mr. Fujibayashi, to where his response to the reason why the Yiga Clan actually loved mighty bananas is because the Sheikah tribe also liked it. So pretty much in his own words, Mr. Fujibayashi was stating, like, pretty much whatever the Sheikah tribe do, the Yiga Clan pretty much copied them. They copycat. So, if the Sheikah tribe loved bananas, then so did the Yiga Clan. So they pretty much copy them for some reason. But for them, they're just very obsessed. That's why, like, when you actually climb and run around the Yiga Clan hideout, you see, like, all these bananas just restored, and they start, and anytime, like, when you sneak around the hideout, they start getting all goofy and silly, they start making silly noises when they see a banana on the ground. They start doing, like, whoop, 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 whoop. They start doing that, and I'm like, what? I first saw them, just like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? Why did they act like that? Oh my god. But honestly, I do want to talk about some inspiration. And honestly, this is really interesting. I want to share this with you guys. There is a story about it that you guys can look it up on YouTube. But there is a story. There is a story about the inspiration of, like, the Yiga Clan being obsessed with bananas. So, and you guys will see where I'm getting at. So I think it's like in Japanese folklore. In folklore, I believe, I'm trying to remember how it goes. So, there is a tribe that was called the Yiga. There was a tribe called the Yiga, and this is in Japan. There was a tribe called the Yiga, to where in a place called Koga Village, Koga, Koga Village. In the Koga Village, the Yiga tribe were known for growing banana trees. So they actually were known for growing the Yiga were actually known for growing banana trees in Koga Village in Japan. So that is definitely where the inspiration came. I mean, there definitely is a story behind it. Y'all should definitely look up that story. There definitely is a story about it. So you guys know where the reference actually came from with the whole Yiga Clan and Master Koga. Think about it. The Yiga tribe, Yiga, Koga Village, Master Koga. You see where I'm getting at? In Koga Village, this tribe in Japan were known for growing banana trees. Y'all see where I'm getting? You'll see where I'm kind of getting somewhere. But I really do think there is a story y'all should definitely look up. It definitely is really cool. Definitely was really cool. But it's a pretty interesting story, and I really do like it. I really do like it. But now, there is definitely one person I do want to talk about. Somebody in particular. There is one person I do want to talk about. There is one person I'm definitely going to talk about right now. I'm definitely going to switch to the music. Give me a second. Okay, we're going to switch to the music. Because there is definitely somebody important I do want to talk about. Oh yes, it is time. We're going to talk about this guy. We are going to talk about him. Oh yes. Yeah, we're talking about him. I wasn't going to leave him out of this. I'm going to definitely talk about him. we're going to talk about Master Koga for a second. Because honestly, I just feel like it would be important, and it just wouldn't be the same if I honestly did not talk about Master Koga. Goof says there's one person he wants to talk about. Well, yeah, I want to talk about Master Koga. So I definitely do want to talk about him. So everybody knows, for those who have played, for those who have actually played Breath of the Wild, obviously y'all know that Master Koga definitely is the leader of the Yiga Clan. Now, my question is, in theory, was Master Koga actually a member of the Sheikah tribe who actually served the royal family of Hyrule? I would say yes. I honestly do believe that there was a time to where Master Koga actually served the royal family of Hyrule. But since, of course, because that's how the Yiga Clan was formed. They were definitely once members of the Sheikah tribe who worked and created ancient technology, but the king was scared of it, thinking that this whole technology was going to be a threat. And since they were outraged at how not all the Sheikah, but some of them were outraged by this, that's why they were able to, swear allegiance to Calamity Ganon and form their own clan. That's why the Sheikah symbol is upside down and inverted. So my theory is that Master Koga definitely was probably once a member of the Sheikah tribe. And I'm sure he was probably one of the higher-ups. Probably one of the most higher-up Sheikah members. Which is, to me, definitely explains why, compared to some Yiga members, that's why he definitely is known for, levitating, using some form of ninjutsu, such as, creating, iron balls and barriers and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that within the Sheikah tribe, he was probably, a higher-up. He was one of the best, ninja warriors who served the royal family of Hyrule before he converted to becoming a member of the Yiga Clan and thus running the clan. But with Master Koga, obviously, you guys know the drill when it comes to while trying to get to Divine Beast Von Naboris. So you definitely do learn from Riju that the Thunder Helm had been stolen, and she definitely requests Link to sneak into the Yiga Clan hideout to get it back. But in order to get the Thunder Helm back, you have to defeat Master Koga in a fight. So obviously, of course, you fight him, you beat him up, you kick his ass, and then of course, he definitely falls down that massive pit. And, and honestly, back then, I'm sure we had a lot of questions as to, what actually happened to Master Koga when he fell down that pit. A lot of people question, what was down there? What was really down there? Can Link himself actually explore that pit by going after Master Koga? And everybody thought, oh, he's dead. He's straight up dead. But honestly, I feel like it would have been important if I actually showed, that cutscene. Let me see if I can find that cutscene. I want to find that cutscene because I feel like that it's definitely is very, very important. Let's see. I want to definitely show it off because I feel that it's definitely important and I do want to share it. And I'll definitely will read this word from word. I will definitely be glad to read this. Looking at Twitch chat, Goof says you can't leave out one of the greatest characters ever. Oh, absolutely. We love Master Koga. And I see Osafi on the Twitch chat is definitely quoting Age of Calamity. Okay. So I definitely want to check this out and explain. So anyway, let's definitely check it out. We'll definitely show it off. Yeah, we had to show off at least Master Koga. Hey! Yeah, I'm gonna read this for sure. I will definitely read it for y'all. I love this guy. Who the heck are you and what are you doing in my napping spot? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That thing on your hip? Is that? Could it be a Sheikah slate? If it's a Sheikah slate, then that means... Yeah, it's you! You're that Link I've been looking for! What luck! My scouts are out in the field looking high and low, but you just wandered into my hideout. Oh, excuse me. I haven't introduced myself yet. I am the leader of the Yiga Clan. The strong, the burly, the one, the only... Master Koga! Now, prepare yourself! Okay, we're skipping this. But yeah, but we obviously like the magic he does and all that other stuff. But, now this part. Who would have thought I'd be done like this and like this guy of all people? You think I'm just gonna let this stand, do you? I almost lost my temper there. Ah, what a pain. I can't go all the way this. Oh. Huh. I got it. I need to bust out my serious moves. A secret technique taught by my father's mother's father. It will destroy you. This is the end. Huh? Maybe it's just a tad too big. Are you still over there? Well, no matter. Pretty soon you'll be gone, and not just from my line of sight. Only the leader of the Yiga Clan can use a secret technique. It is the ultimate. Coward! I shall be remembered! The Yiga Clan will track you down to the ends of Hyrule! Whew. I had to do that. I had to do that. I don't know if y'all saw most of that. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't know if I definitely... My webcam probably still got a lot, but if I did, whoopsie. Whoops. But, I definitely did have to do that. Now, for starters, I definitely, now... Oh, whoa. Come on. Hang on. Calm down. Thank you. Calm down. Okay, thank you. So, the question was, what actually happened to Master Koga? What actually happened to Master Koga down that pit? Well, there definitely... So, of course, obviously you can see it in the pictures, but... It definitely shows that Master Koga in Tears of the Kingdom actually did survive. But, now I actually do want to bring this up real quick. There is a character that I do want to bring up, and I'm definitely going to make this real quick, because I'm sure somebody on YouTube probably might ask me this question. But, I actually wanted to bring up one character. You guys probably might recognize him from Age of Calamity. So, I might as well just bring him up. Anyway. So, the character that I'm referring to is Suga. Now, of course, obviously you guys know that Age of Calamity is not canon. But, for me, I guess we can probably theorize that in this era, for this spin-off game, you know, he was once a member of the Sheikah tribe. Of course, you know, swearing allegiance to Ganon. After you know, like, oh, the king was afraid, knowing that this technology was like a major threat. So he definitely served Master Koga and became like his right-hand lackey. But, of course, you know, during the events of Age of Calamity, you know, the fortune teller Aster betrays Master Koga and Suga, and of course, and because of that, that's why Master Koga and Suga decided to team up and even to defeat Calamity Ganon. So instead of worshipping Calamity Ganon, their goal is to now Now we want to kill him. But of course, that's just a spin-off game. But I just thought I'd bring up Master Koga before someone tells me, "Oh, I didn't bring him up." But I had to bring him up. Don't worry, I was gonna bring him up. I was gonna bring up Suga at some point. I definitely was going to bring him up. Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave up Suga. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so going back to some more of them. Okay. Here we go. Now, quickly, I do want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom, real quick. By the way, this will be a major spoiler to those who have actually have not played Tears of the Kingdom. So, little major spoiler for those who have not played Tears of the Kingdom. So for starters, in Tears of the Kingdom, it turns out that the Yiga Clan and even Master Koga survives. So my theory as to what I'm thinking about, so if you guys saw earlier in that cutscene we actually watched, Master Koga obviously fell down in that massive pit, at the end of his fight in the Yiga Clan hideout. And everybody thought, he's dead. He's not coming back. He's not coming back because he's a fucking idiot. But it turns out, so my theory is that in that massive pit that Master Koga fell down in actually led to the chasms or the deep underground that we actually get to explore in Tears of the Kingdom. And the reason why I say that, because when you actually explore more of the depths of the underground, you'll definitely will see like talismans and paper of the Yiga Clan symbols. So that kind of tells you that they have their own little hideout within the underground. And when you actually confront Master Koga in Tears of the Kingdom, of course you can also. Did I actually look this song? Okay, I did. Okay, cool. So in Tears of the Kingdom, you actually can fight Master Koga. You can fight him. But in comparison to his fight in Breath of the Wild, Master Koga actually uses Zonai technology. So here's what I think actually really happened before the events of Tears of the Kingdom. Link actually defeats Master Koga in a fight in his own territory, the Yiga Clan hideout. Everybody knows, of course, that giant iron ball that he summoned didn't do anything to Link, but it definitely pushed Master Koga and made him fall down that massive pit. And because of that, I feel like that massive iron ball created a hole at the bottom of the Yiga Clan hideout, and thus definitely led to the underground chasms, the ones that, of course, you can obviously explore in Tears of the Kingdom. And from there, of course, Master Koga obviously survived and definitely created his own establishment. And when you actually explore the underground chasms in Tears of the Kingdom, that's where you can actually find Zonite ore, which obviously is the material that you can actually use for Zonai, like Zonai materials. Like Zonai materials to actually create vehicles and weapons and all sorts of stuff. And when you actually scout around the underground chasms, if you actually look around, you can definitely see members of the Yiga Clan riding on Zonai vehicles. They have all sorts of vehicles, and there's weapons that they actually have. And that's because of Master Koga, he discovered the Zonai, thus creating his own weapons with Zonai technology. And that's why he has all these vehicles that's patrolling around. That's why his own henchmen are just riding around, and assassinating anything or anyone that gets in their way. But his goal as well was to continue on killing Zelda. And the only reason why he decided to use Zonai technology was because he actually wanted to use this Zonai technology to aid Ganondorf. Because you guys still got to keep in mind, the Yiga Clan will do anything And I mean, they will do anything in their path to serve Ganon, whether it be Calamity Ganon or Demon King, anything Ganon related, they serve to protect. They serve to protect, and anything to do with Zelda or Link, that's their main target, and they're gonna kill them. They actually want to kill Link and Zelda. But yeah, there actually is a fight to where you can actually fight Master Koga using Zonai technology. And it's kind of insane for a ninja warrior to actually use this stuff. It's crazy. It's insane. It is completely insane, but I do think it's really cool. Now, of course, you guys know I did talk about the Yiga Clan, how they actually formed, how they actually started their own clan and whatnot. But to summarize things up, to sum things up, the Yiga Clan, they definitely were once members of the Sheikah tribe. Of course, throughout the Great Calamity, thousands of years ago, they used ancient technology to defeat Calamity Ganon, and King Rome even stated that he was scared of this technology and how he definitely felt this whole technology was going to be a threat within the kingdom of Hyrule. Now, there were some Sheikah members who decided to stay behind and decided to use Sheikah technology for research purposes. Take Robbie and Pora, for example. And then there were some who were outraged by this and said, you know what? This is ridiculous. What a waste of time. So now we're definitely going to swear, instead of serving the royal family of Hyrule, we're going to pledge allegiance to Calamity Ganon, and we take orders from Master Koga. And that's, of course, that's why the Yiga Clan was formed. And then also we did talk about how Dorian, one of the Sheikah guards who stands outside of Impa's house, who actually was one of the members of the Yiga Clan. But since he got married by having a wife and kids, he decided to convert back to being a Sheikah just so he can be there for his own family. And when you actually do his side quest to kind of get the orb back to Impa's house in Kakariko Village, but as you can see Dorian just sneaking off and walking around in the middle of the night and interacting with a Yiga Blade Knight. One of the members of the Yiga Clan pretty much stated, we're gonna kill you. Since you pretty much betrayed us, because you chose, instead of swearing allegiance to Calamity Ganon and taking orders from Master Koga, you decided to leave our tribe. You decided to be there for your wife and your own kids. So, along with your wife and your kids, we're going to kill you. We are going to annihilate you. So that's why, of course, when you actually explore throughout Hyrule Field, you'll see, the Yiga Clan definitely use a form of ninjutsu to actually, turn into Hyrulean citizens, trying to, disguise themselves, because their goal is to kill Link. And definitely in one of the cutscenes in the Champion's Ballad, if you guys remember, there is a cutscene to where Zelda and Urbosa are talking outside of Gerudo Town at night, and Urbosa spots two travelers just wandering around in the middle of the night, to where Urbosa says, "Halt and face me." And it turns out that obviously those two travelers were members of the Yiga Clan. And, of course, she's victorious and she actually wins. But honestly, at the end of the day, it definitely goes to show that when it comes to the Yiga Clan, they were dangerous. They were dangerous assassins, to where they will kill anyone or anything who gets in their way. But their main target was to kill Link. But it honestly definitely shows how pretty much messed up the Yiga Clan really are when you do think about it. Learning about their backstory, how they were once members of the Sheikah tribe, and now, instead of serving the royal family of Hyrule, pledging allegiance to Calamity Ganon and serving Master Koga, these guys, and for them being assassins, to where they will kill anyone if you get in their way, that just shows you how dark and messed up they really are. They're dangerous. They're dangerous, and they're one of the most... And to me, I feel like that the Yiga Clan are one of the most dangerous villains throughout the entire Zelda series. Like, next to villains like Ganondorf, or Zant, or Vati, or anyone, the Yiga Clan, they are, to me, they are definitely are, next to those villains that I just stated, they are definitely are one of the most dangerous villains throughout the Zelda series. Now, here's my real question, though. Could it be a possibility that maybe we might be able to see the Yiga Clan come back? There's no telling. There honestly is no telling, though. Looking at Twitch chat, Goose says, when you go that deep, yeah, that just shows you how messed up they really are. Osafia says in Twitch chat, Koga is just a comedy relief. Oh, he definitely is. And Goof says in Twitch chat, what an idiot in regards to Master Koga. Yeah, he's an idiot, but he's a goofy idiot. He definitely is an idiot. But we love him for it. But honestly, you know, out of all the Zelda villains out there, like Ganondorf, Zant, Girahim, Vati, the Yiga Clan, and even Master Koga, they are definitely one of the most dangerous and one of the most cunning villains out there throughout the Zelda series. Now, I would love to see them come back. It honestly would be great if we had another future 3D Zelda game to where they actually do come back. Now, here is my theory. Here is my theory on what we can possibly see for another 3D Zelda game. Imagine this. Imagine with a clan like the Yiga Clan. Since Ganondorf is definitely created his own army of monsters in Tears of the Kingdom, with all his red malice and gloom, that's why we had all these monsters come out, like Bokoblins and Moblins and the Redeads and a bunch of other monsters. But can you imagine how insane it would be if, of course, you know, how insane it would be if the Yiga Clan actually were to fight alongside Ganondorf or a different form of Calamity Ganon. Wouldn't that be really interesting? Because here's the thing. Not only is this clan, of course, we worship Calamity Ganon. We worship Ganon all the way. We will kill anyone or anything that gets in our way. But anything to do with Link, we're just gonna kill him. But wouldn't it be interesting if they actually fought alongside Ganondorf and his minions? That would be really cool, though. That would be really interesting. I definitely would like that for a future Zelda title. A future 3D Zelda title where, like, you have, like, the Yiga Clan that's, like, teaming up with Ganondorf or Calamity Ganon. But, of course, they definitely could decide to carry out their goal and to say, hey, we're going to go ahead and try to, continue what we do. Kill Link. Kill the hero. But, excuse me. But honestly, it's just really interesting. And, and honestly, I think they're really cool. For villains, they definitely are really cool. I love the Yiga Clan. So, I pretty much covered a lot of stuff. I talk about the backstory of who they are, why are they so weird. We all know they're a bunch of bloodthirsty assassins. They perform all these ninjutsu arts. I talked about Master Koga. Of course, the Yiga Clan coming back in Tears of the Kingdom. But it was really interesting to see them return. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the Yiga Clan? Do you guys think that they definitely are one of the most cunning villains out there in the Zelda series? Definitely let me know in the YouTube comments. What are your thoughts on the Yiga Clan? Let me know in the YouTube comments down below. But that is definitely going to be all the time. That is going to be all the time I have for this podcast episode. This was fun. I actually had a really great time talking about the Yiga Clan. It was really cool, though. And honestly, I love the Yiga Clan. As goofy as they are, as weird as they are, having a weird story about these bunch of buffoons who definitely are obsessed with bananas for some odd reason. They're pretty messed up. They are pretty messed up villains. But I enjoy talking about him. But again, let me know in the YouTube comments. Who is your what are y'all's thoughts on the Yiga Clan? What was your first interaction with him when you first encountered him in Breath of the Wild? Let me know. But also, happy 8th anniversary to Breath of the Wild. Dude, that is so crazy. I cannot believe I am saying that in 2025. It's already been 8 years since Breath of the Wild came out. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So, I'm about to share with you guys my next episode on what I'm going to be talking about for the month of April. So, here is my next episode topic that I will be talking about for the month of April, for April 3rd of 2025. So my next episode for April 3rd, and I kid you not, this is actually, I promise you, this topic, this is not a joke, it's not a prank. I'm not making this up when I'm about to say right now, but I decided that it would be funny because obviously it's going to be the month of April when I do talk about this. But I decided to do it anyway, and I felt like this year would be perfect. And I'm sure somebody or a group of y'all are probably going to ask me when I'm going to talk about this person. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. But next month for April 3rd, I am going to talk about Hyrule's biggest joke of them all. I'm talking about Tingle. You heard that correctly. This is not a joke. This is not a prank. I'm going to talk about him. And why people actually hate him. Why do people hate Tingle? Why is he considered to be Hyrule's biggest joke? So, that is going to be the title for the next podcast in April 3rd. For my 15th episode, Hyrule's biggest joke, Tingle. Why does everybody like me hate him? What is there to dislike about such a weird, creepy man who wears green, who is 35 years old, but also has a huge obsession with fairies? So I definitely will talk to you guys about that for next month's episode. So, again, that is going to be all the time that I have for today. So till then, thank you guys for watching. Have a great night. And I will see you guys for the next episode. Take care.